Namaste. So today I'm going to read Book 8, Chapter 17 on the Dhruva Mandalam, the Maha Devi Bhagavatam. Om Vakratu Namahakaya Koti Suresapa. Nirvignam Kurevsa. Om Guru Brahma. Hari Om Tat Sat. Narayana said, beyond the Saptarishi Mandalam, the Great Bear, 13 lakh yojanas higher is situated the Vishnu's Paramam Padam, the highest place of Vishnu, the great Bhagavat devotee of God, the most respectful Srimad Dhruva, the son of Uttanapada, is established there with Indra, Agni, Keshapa, and Dharma, and the Nakshatras. The visitors pay to him always their respects. He is the patron of those who live till the end of a kalpa. He is engaged in serving the lotus feet of the Bhagavan. He has been made by God himself, the pillar round whom all the planets, stars, and the luminary bodies are revolving always and with great force in the zodiac and in the celestial heavens. The Devas also worship him. He, resplendent in his own glory, illuminates and manifests all. As beasts tied to yoke go on tilling, so the planets and stars fixed on the zodiac go quickly round and round this Dhruva, the pole star, some nearer, some further, distant in space. Propelled by Vayu, as the hawks hover around the sky, so the above-mentioned planets go completely round and round under their own karmas and controlled by the Vayu in the sky. Thus, all the luminaries do not fall on the ground, as they are kept up in their respective positions by the favor of the union of Prakriti and Purusa. Some say that this Jyotis Chakra, the celestial heavens, the zodiac, is Susumara. It is kept duly in its position for the purpose of holding things up by the power of the Bhagavan. Hence, it does not fall. It is resting with its body coiled round and with its head lower down. O Muni, Dhruva, the son of Uttanapada, is staying at the tail end. And in addition to him, also at the tail rests Brahma, the sinless Prajapati, worshipped by the gods, Agni, Indra, and Dharma. Thus the creation is at the tail, and the Saptarsi Mandal is staying at his waist. Thus the celestial wheel, Jyotis Chakra, is resting with his coils turned in a right-hand direction. On his right side are found the Uttarayana Nakshatras, 14 in number, from Abhijit to Punarvasu, and on his left side are found the other 14 Daksinayanam Nakshatras, from Pusya to Uttarasada, O son of Brahma. Thus the Nakshatras form the coil-shaped body of the Sisumara, the zodiac. Half the Nakshatras on the one side and the other half nakshatras on the other. His back is on the heavenly Ganges named Ajaviti. Punarvasu and Pusya from the right and left side of the loins, Ardra and Aslisa form the right and left feet westward. Abhijit and Uttarasada from the right and left nostrils, O Devarishi, Sravana and Purvasada from the right and left eyes respectively. So say the persons that form the kalpanas, fancies. Dhanista and Mula form his right and left ears, Marga, etc. The 8 Dakshinayanam nakshatras form the bones on the left side. O Muni, Mriga Sirsa, the Uttarayana nakshatras form the bones on his right side. Satabisa and Jesta form the right and left shoulders. Agasti, the Canopus, forms the upper jaw and Yama, the lower jaw. The planet Mars, from his face, Saturn forms his organ and of generation. Brihaspati forms the hump on the shoulders. The sun, the lord of the planets, forms his breast. Narayana remains in the heart, and the moon in Narayana remains in the heart, and the moon in his mind. Note, Sisumara is also the constellation Dolphinus, and is sometimes meant for the polar star. O Narada, the 2 Ashvins form the nipples on his breast. Usana forms his navel. The Mercury is his prana and apana. Rahu is his neck, and Ketu is all over his body, and the stars are raining all over the hairs of his body. This zodiac is the body composed of the devas of that all-pervading Bhagavan. So every intelligent person should daily meditate this Sesumada in the Sandhya time with perfect purity and keeping himself mauna, silent, and with his whole heart. Then he should repeat the following mantras and get up and say, Thou art the substratum of all the luminaries. We bow down to thee. Thou createst and destroyest all. Thou art the Lord of all the celestials. Thou art the Adipurusa, the foremost of all the Purusas. We meditate fully on thee. The planets, nakshatras, and the stars are thy body. The Deva is established in thee alone. Thou destroyest the sins of those that compose the mantras. The sins are completely destroyed for the time being of him who bows down or remembers thee in the morning, afternoon, and evening. Here ends the 17th chapter of the 8th book on the Dhruva Mandalam in the Mahapuranam Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Vedvyasa. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Padaka.